Hello, everybody. These are the people that are going to be watching my speech.
Right.
Today, we will be talking about why it's important, why editorial needs a content management system, and why it would be feasible. With the popularity of online content, a new process for handling content needs to be explored. The need is a solution that can feed content online and print sources. A central location that can be accessed by different people is necessary for workflow. What a content management system is, we will discuss what a content management system is, multi-channel publishing needs, benefits of the CMS, implementation impacts, CMS types, and hidden costs of implementing a CMS. So what is a CMS? A CMS allows content to be repurposed. It keeps track of all your digital assets and the management of these assets. Instead of creating new content for different outputs, a CMS can reuse content and publish it in many forms. I will be showing you this diagram, which is a basic setup of a CMS workflow. You have content creators who are writers and designers and editors. They prepare all their content and it goes into a repository. It then can be managed and output into different medias and ultimately to your consumer. The process saves development time and can lower levels of staffing. Not necessarily laying people off, but it can make your staff do more. With the multi-channel publishing done in the editorial department, an XML-based CMS is a place to start in the search. XML authoring will allow users to use the same software and then have access to the central CMS. This will be beneficial when creating a productive workflow and for revision tracking. Now to the benefits of a CMS. The main benefit of a CMS is the ability to store, reuse, and repurpose content by having a repository of the content in a centralized location. For example, Robert Metlin of Triumph Learning had a CMS implemented, and they had a lot of, he serves the K through 12 market. He had a lot of non-digital content stored. They developed a strategy and were able to transform the content into reusable chunks. And because of this, the company had an improvement in its ability to create new products. When the content was non-digitalized, the company needed 24 to 56 days to create a new product. Now it takes 11 to 26 days and with much fewer errors. Deciding to implement a CMS is a huge commitment. It takes a lot of planning and research, not only the implementation, but the setup and training. Things to consider when deciding to implement a CMS is know what is needed. Overbuying is a common pitfall, and one CMS does not fit all. What works for one company will not work for another. Make sure to get realistic quotes and include all factors, everything that you need this CMS to do. Content migration is going to be a really important CMS function that you're going to want to be prepared for because the cost can be upward to 5 times the price of the software. Have the proper resources to set up and to maintain your CMS. And when implementing or talking about it, make sure that you have all departments involved. This can alleviate some of the hardships because change is hard. Involve end users through the entire CMS project and invest in education. CMS types. I will briefly discuss the CMS types. There are web content management, which is specifically for managing web and can be searched. And it's not for any other medias, it's just for web. Digital asset management is a repository for graphics that can be searched and archived, but not for text. There's document management, made to manage whole documents, not separate graphics or text. Then there's the enterprise content management, a strategy of content management, and it serves as a hub for information that can be shared. Then there's the single source content management, defined as component level content management. Content gets stored as chunks into a central repository, and content can include paragraphs, graphics, media clips, and the like. It is important to spell out the specific needs of the organization to make the right CMS choice. The right CMS choice may be a solution rather than one component. For example, Madcap Central uses many different programs to build a CMS solution that can be tailored to the needs of an organization and can be more cost-effective than ECM solution. There are also hidden costs of implementation. I think the main one would be training. This is going to be a significant task to undertake because it will be a lot different. Then we have a quality. When you're using an open CMS, stuff can get pushed live right away, but you also suffer from, anybody can post on an open CMS, so then you suffer the quality of your content. Whereas an enterprise level content management system is complex. Workflows do not allow content to go live until they're thoroughly checked. You have functionality. A CMS attached to a website, can be capability limits, and these can be addressed with possible plugins or technical programming. Commitment. A high level of commitment is involved with CMS implementation. The upfront cost, the time and cost of training, the amount of data entered into the system, and the like. For my conclusion, being able to republish, repurpose content is a huge benefit of implementing a CMS. This will save time, production costs, and allow writers to write. With all the benefits, there are also concerns or impacts of implementation. Questions will need to be answered to find out the real need of the organization and who should be involved. Choosing a CMS will be a critical process to make sure the right solution is selected. With all of that in mind, it is necessary to look at a potential hidden cost that can make or break the decision to implement a content management system. This, again, will depend on the needs of the organization, but the main cost that may not be considered is training. With multi-channel publishing that is being done at editorial already, looking into a CMS solution would be a great stride forward. It will open up other possibilities, and the department will have better control of their content. Being able to repurpose content will allow editors to take on new projects, save time and money. Thank you.
Yay.